Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 10 black. Ready?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he'll be stopped down at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Black 40.
Throwing is Rattler.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have his Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Hey, check mega. Hut.
The man left side, Shaheed has it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The Saints at 8-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
Now a first carry here for the running back.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On the set. Let's go. 33, yellow. Check, hut.
To the air is Rattler.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Blue, 32. Set.
Now Rattler.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Yellow, 22.
Here's Rattler. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Andrew Makuga.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Down.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
And some room to work.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Saints nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
and if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Ready.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Powers through. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made
Now
at
a
the
3rd and
21-yard
6.
line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
They run it again with Kamara. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
10 yards. And the Saints, first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And that is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
33, yellow. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Set.
To the air once more is Rattler. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Red, 38.
Rattler working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rattler going to look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, it was so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. 10 black. Set, go.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. He'll try and do this himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so So a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
On 4th down, here's Rattler.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
And Hurts going to move him around.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this out past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Ryan Brzee, the man to bring him down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of
17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Saints 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 47 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
12 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Something taken from me.
Come on, set, ready.
Kamara up the middle.
They'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35, here's second down at 7.
Ready. Red, 38.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
3rd and 9 here.
Let's go now. 45. White. Hut, hut.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for a time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Smith catches left side. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Trimmer.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk,
You understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 reps. Hut.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Eagles. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Elliott good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill every camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Yellow, 43. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Black 40.
Throwing is Rattler.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wriggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 10 black. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might always be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. There he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50, green.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Rattler. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jahan Campbell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Eagles 49, Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready, ready, set, go.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Okay,
Second
ready,
and 10.
set, hut. Yellow, 43. Ready,
Now Rattler.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now he's into the clear again. Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 56, Saints 7. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 20.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
take care of the football, no more turnovers. Let's see how that works.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
To the air is Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Black, 95. Ready?
Rattler working out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ready?
So now
Ready.
second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. 52 blue. Set cut.
And Rattler will throw again. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
It's metal brain corrodes.
On the ready. Ready. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Tries the left side and finds a level. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
50, green. Set.
Rattler going to look to throw again. Well, maybe he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him involved in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain. Brings up
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, ready.
Play action. Now Rattler. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harvey. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Ready, ready, set.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The Saints on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Here we go with Kamara. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A good pickup there of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he He's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
No touch it. Anyone, yeah?
It's Barkley on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Saints' 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Rocco leading.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, ready. Liking 18. Get up.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They run. It's Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Shuck.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Shuck now to throw.
And that is incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Red snapper, night bank, drinks,
so the drive will indeed continue. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw now, Shuck. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.